Hi everyone and welcome back. This is our first video for some review, and this is just going to be an explanation of what the following videos are going to consist of. So we're going to be doing some primary source analysis, and each primary source is going to be broken down by theme, by historical period. And we're going to work backwards from period 9 going all the way back down to period 1. My hope is to try and get a lot of these done by the first AP test administration and hopefully a complete set by the second AP test administration. So with that said, let's begin. Here's what you're going to see. In the upcoming videos, you're going to see a document with a title and a year and then the theme that it is a part of. At the very center, you're going to see the text of the primary source document and the author. I've done my best to try and cut out a lot of the fluff of these documents and give it to you in the size that you would probably see it on a DBQ. All of the analysis that's in the boxes around it are things that you would probably have to be good at when you get to the DBQ and writing. So for example, every document that you use in order to get a point for it, you have to have an attribution. The AP rubric says that you need to have 3 documents used in your essay in order to get 1 point, and the way that you do so is by giving these 3 of these attributions. You have to do it in 1 sentence, or you could do it in 2, but 1 should be good enough as long as it's a complete sentence. So you have a document title that you include, a document author, and then a summary of the document. That's going to be the part that requires some reading comprehension on your part or some prior historical knowledge. Then you're going to do some analysis, and the College Board is also going to give you another point for analysis. For each of the documents, you should do 1 of the 4 different analysis categories. So you could do historical situation, audience, purpose, and perspective. Look at the information inside of each of these boxes. You see that all of them are going to require 2 sentences, at least 2 sentences, for you to get credit for this analysis. So for historical situation, you're going to have to describe relevant events that happened before this document. And then the second sentence, you're going to have to explain how those events led to the document being created or how those previous events are reflected in the document. For the audience, you'll also do 2 sentences. The first sentence, you identify who the audience is, and then the second is where your analysis comes in. You'll have to explain how the audiences you identified influences the content of the document. For purpose, 2 sentences again. You identify the purpose of the document in the first sentence, and then in the second sentence, you explain how the purpose influences the content of the document. I hope that you're starting to see a pattern here. And then for the last analysis category, that's perspective. In the first sentence, you identify the perspective of the document, and in the second, you explain how that perspective influences the content of the document. So again, you're only going to have to do 1 of these 4 different categories for the documents that you're going to analyze in a DBQ. I hope it's going to make more sense as soon as we get started with the analysis of these documents, and you'll be able to see the document once we start, and you'll see my analysis that I'm giving you to try and help you see how this works in the real world, and hopefully also give you another tool for reviewing as you get closer to the AP exam. So I can't wait to get started, and I'll see you on the next video.